Hey guys, it's Tiffany with Spot On, and I've decided to do a vlog on psychic vampires, psychic attack, energy clearing, shielding, and essentially just cutting cords, raising your vibration when you've been psychically attacked or connected to someone in any way that is of a lower vibration going on. So first I'll talk about some ways that you know what's going on, and then we'll talk about ways to raise that vibration, to clear you, to shield you, to protect you. And hopefully this will be enlightening for you. So if you're someone like me who's very sensitive, you're probably pretty empathetic, and you've felt maybe a little crazy at times because you pick up on other people's feelings very easily, or you have very strong feelings yourself that others don't quite understand how you feel so deeply. When you're super sensitive like this, you can basically feel what other people are feeling. You know when they're sad, you know when they're angry, you know when they're upset about something without them even really telling you. And often you feel, because you feel that it's your responsibility to help this person to feel better. So you bend yourself into a pretzel like this. Okay? Or something like that. And it doesn't work. And no matter how many pretzels, you could probably spin yourself into like a double pretzel, but this person's still just miserable inside. And this part of you that's very, very benevolent and well-intentioned wants to help this other person out, and they're just not happy. They're just miserable. Oh. Well, guess what? It has nothing to do with you. So stop. First of all, when you're super sensitive like this, a lot of times energetically, people who are feeling sort of a lack inside will subconsciously want to plug into your energy because there's something in you that they think that they need, which is not true. This is all illusion, because what they need is already within them. And they tend to suck you dry, okay? Or you are obsessed with someone, you can't stop thinking about them, you can't stop wondering how your actions or behaviors are influencing them, and or what they're thinking, or why they haven't called, or God, you want to be that person, or you're jealous of them, or envious, or you hate them, and you're hating on them, you're judging them, and you're attacking them, and all this stuff. Well, I guarantee you they can feel it, okay? I don't know why I keep saying I guarantee, because every time I say that, it reminds me of that card, what is that? I don't know, it's something like a Man's Warehouse or something. It's like, I guarantee it. Well, that's like every time I say it, and it's this thing that I'm starting to realize I say a lot, so whatever. I want to stop saying it. So, this is what happens when you flow. You just flow. You just go with it, and you never know what's going to come out. So, yeah, in some ways it could be because you're very sensitive and they pick up on that. You could just be sort of codependent in that way and want to help people and be a people pleaser, and you're drained because you're not giving yourself enough when you should be, which I've been. So, no, not hating on anybody here. It's just whatever. We've all been there. We've all been on both sides of this, okay? So, or you could just you really might just have something going on, like a pain in your neck, and you're just like, God, this pain will go away, and I feel it every time I'm on my computer. Well, maybe it's the person who's next to you while you're on your computer, okay? Or maybe it's somebody who thinks of you at a certain time when you're on your computer, and you don't even realize that you're connected to this person. So some of the ways that, you may recognize that you're energetically connected. And let me just tell you what an energetic cord is. So basically, energetically, someone can connect and form an energetic bond. And you may feel this in your auric field intuitively, but you may feel it in your gut as like a not so good feeling, kind of like something's not quite right. You may feel it in your heart like, oh, ouch, oh, not like, your heart could be hurting, but it could be like an emotional pain or a physical pain. It could be like all of a sudden you just feel really unsure of yourself, but like overly unsure of yourself, like to the point where it's like self-defeating thoughts, guilt, shame. You could be getting sick physically. You could just be like, just can't get well for some reason. And this is in extreme cases. It could be like a weight on your shoulders. It could be something in your back. It could be like a headache. I mean, so many things it can feel. Like maybe when you walk into an environment, like something just, when you walk into a room, like it just doesn't feel right. There's just something about it. You just can't quite shake it. It brings you back to a certain time, or there's a certain smell, or, it just doesn't, no matter how much you clean, it just doesn't feel good, or whatever, okay? So these are all lower level energy vibrations. And at this time, I'm going to call on Archangel Michael just to assist me with this vlog, because the topic that we're talking about. And just so you know, Archangel Michael is the archangel of protection. And a lot of times people call on Archangel Michael to cut etheric cords and for clearing and shielding energy and protection. Archangel Michael can assist you, and so that's always good. And so I'm calling on him now. And you can just think his name, call on him, light a blue candle to invoke him. You can do something like that. So ways that you can figure out if you're actually connected to someone. And like I said, you may feel all of these symptoms and it may be something else. But if you want to really feel if it's someone in particular, or if you have energetic cords, you can simply, sit in a meditation with it, or just close your eyes, take a few deep cleansing breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, and simply ask your body, to reveal to you where these etheric cords are. And oftentimes it'll be, there may be some area of discomfort in your body. Like for me right now, it's right here. So while I do this cord cutting meditation, I'm going to use this as my guide. So this is something I deal with a lot. And generally when I feel this, I know it's connected to a female. And it's right here. And it hurts. Okay? And yes, I've been on the computer all day. But this, I know, this is a cord. Someone is just digging into me big time. And I know who it is, because every time I feel it, I know, because I've been visualizing this person like every time. So earlier today, I'll just give you an example. I was realizing that this pain was back, and I just had to think about it. And I just asked my body to reveal to me who it was. And it's interesting because I thought it was someone else, but then when I asked my body, I could see this person that I know standing behind me, behind my back. Okay? So someone who was essentially two-faced is what I was getting, because they were standing back here and sort of like just really zeroed into me, and just this stabbing energy into my neck and my back, and just really concentrated like right here. And so that can mean get off my back, or that you're carrying too much weight of someone else because you're carrying it on your shoulders. It's like my upper back and my neck, and that can be all kinds of stuff. But whatever, we're not getting into the meaning. Just without analyzing it too much, just go with what you get. So if you go into your stomach, who's the first person that comes to mind? Okay, and go with that, because your body knows. And if you don't get an image of someone, that's okay too, because you may not, and you may know before you even close your eyes. You may know without me even telling you. You just know who it is. That's fine. So anyway, so the main way to clear this energy is to envision yourself cutting this cord, okay? So you can do this in so many ways. Like, you can actually have like a physical sword or something that you want to use, or like an object, just to really solidify it in your mind. Like, I'll just grab something. We'll just do like this really cool green marker. Okay, this is my sword. It's really just the intention that you're setting, that you're ready to release this negative cord between you and this person, and that's how it works. So you can close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and I'm visualizing this person. And I can see the cord just connected. And I'm calling on the assistance of Archangel Michael. And I'm just visualizing him with his sword, and that he's given me a sword. And you can have him cut it, or you can cut it yourself if you really feel like being empowered. And I can feel him right now. It's very strong, strong energy. And I also see little blue sparkles. Wow. It's incredibly strong right now. It can knock you on your feet. It's very strong presence, so don't be surprised if you feel it. And I'm just taking this sword, and you can say a little something to this person, depending on your relationship or how in-depth you want to go. Just say, my intention is to cut this etheric cord of negativity, and I'm no longer in this energetic relationship with you in a negative way. And I release you to your highest good and to your true purpose. And just envision this person going to something or somewhere where they are feeling truly fulfilled within themselves and their true source. And you just take this cord and or sword, and just envision it just cutting through that sword. The cord. There you go. And it just drops to the ground. And you say goodbye to that stupid negative cord. And then you can shield yourself. And it's just like that. It's done. Okay, I know it sounds like it's make-believe, but it's energy, and it's intention, and it's visualizing. And sometimes you have to use your imagination a little bit. And you may not feel it right away, but you will feel it later. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say the G word. I promise you'll notice a difference with this person and your body. I think my neck is actually starting to feel better. And then quickly, right now, I'm imagining a big blue, navy blue, warm, fuzzy, fluffy blanket around me. That he puts around me. Or you can imagine his wings just, you're so safe. Or a bubble, and you're just energetically protected. You can also ask for him to infuse your auric field and energy with his beautiful blue. He has a cobalt blue light, or you can imagine him just cutting all the cords wherever they are all around your body, and do it that way. Okay? So that's one way that you can do it. You can also do this by taking a shower, because water is truly cleansing, and when you step into water and you start to feel better, generally that means it has something to do, it's someone else, because it's cleansing off of you. And so, I mean, it can help you feel better with your own emotions too, and things. And you can, but I just visualize it, just all the gook and everything, just envision it just cleansing my entire body and just like washing away all those etheric cords that are stuck on my body and just down into the drain, right? Goodbye. And then I wrap myself with my towel, and it's like a shield. Or you can envision like a shield, like a mighty shield, or a warm, fuzzy blanket, whatever you want to do. And you can make it up. Use your imagination. It's really fun. You can write a person a letter and just declaring what you want to do, and then you could rip it, burn it, throw it away. That's a good way to sever that. You can also put the person's name on ice. You can write their name, put it in some water, and then you could put it in a bag, or you could just like put it in like a little Ziploc bag with some water and freeze it. But freezing their name does something really incredible, and that has to do with communication a lot of times. So the communication changes. Sometimes you won't ever talk to that person again, and it's awesome in a good way. Or you only communicate with them in a way that's necessary or positive. So that's really good too, which I have done, and it truly works. Another thing that you can do is sometimes, like, if you feel like, okay, I'm stepping into some old patterns or behaviors, and I just feel like I'm thinking about this person a little bit too much, and I just want to stop thinking about them, like, I'm just keyed into their energy, and I'm wanting something from them, or some, this happens a lot with girls, right? Girls, come on. And that's really draining your power. That's not an empowering thing to do at all. And it's draining you, and the other person is feeling it too. And I bet you that they're feeling kind of like, ugh, every time they're around you, because they can just feel you sucking them dry, okay? So that's good for you to realize, yourself when you're doing this, when you're wanting or needing something from someone else, when you forget that you have everything you need inside you already. So you can also sit with the intention to cut those etheric cords of, addictions, or, those connections that may not be so good for you. You can do that too. You can visualize that. There's just so many ways that you can clear and shield your energy, but I wanted to get onto cord cutting, but I also wanted to talk about, like, after you've been around someone like this, and let's say you've been attacked verbally, or you've been like severely judged, and all of a sudden you're feeling like really guilty or shameful, and it's just too much, and you're like, is this me, or is that person, or is it that? And you can just do this meditation and just ask the Holy Spirit to elevate this and elevate this relationship and clear all of that garbage. Another thing you can do is light some sage, that always works, and just, especially if it's your environment, to do some cleansing with the sage, and just, it's all about intention, visualization. So just visualize and go with your gut as far as where it is, and, just light the sage and let the smoke do the deal. You can light some incense. Another good thing to do is just clean up your shit. Like, clear out your car, clear the clutter, clean your house. Like, I know it's your stuff and your energy, but like, negative energy sticks on stuff, but also it cleans different areas of your life. So energetically, like, your house represents places in your life, and it'll clear the flow and get things moving in the right direction. So that's always good too. Sometimes things have energy that sticks to it. So like if you have like an old piece of jewelry or something that just doesn't make you feel all that great, like it doesn't make you feel like your best self, you can let go of that, and a lot of times I've done that. I've let go of things that I thought I had to hold on to. And then when I let it go, I felt so much better. So much better. And there was this like attachment to thinking that I wouldn't have something else if I let that go. But then I didn't want it because it was something that someone gave me and all these weird things. And when I let it go, something new would come in that was similar or like it or whatever. So there's a lot of trust here with something that almost seems elusive because you can't see it with your physical eyes. And when you're going through the process of it, it seems magical. It seems elusive, but it works. It really works. So that's really good about clearing your space and clearing your inner energy and protecting your auric field. And so these are all like really great ways to do that. You can hold crystals. If you go into any metaphysical shop or a place with crystals, they can guide you to the right crystals to help you with your energy. You can get energy healing work, like Reiki and that kind of stuff is really good. Music is another thing. Music has a protective layer, and it also enhances your mood. So I try to play music a lot, especially in my environment. It just seems to wash everything else out and help me to feel safe and happy. There are just so many ways that you can do this. And you know, if there's something else that comes to mind and you feel it's right, you can do that too. Just go with your gut and listen to it. But know that you deserve to shine your authentic light, and don't let anyone else get in the way of that. So it's really your divine birthright to feel safe and feel good and happy, and you're worthy and you're beautiful, and don't let anybody ever take that from you. And know that you have everything within you already that you don't need from anyone else, really. You have a source within you that will fulfill you completely. Completely. So you'll really never find that wholeness in someone else. You won't, because we're human, and that's just not, our job is not to fill someone else. So these are just ways to really improve your relationships. Sometimes when if you're healing from a breakup, it's really hard because you may still really love that person and you want to be connected to them, but it's good to cut these etheric cords that are negative. And if you still feel like you want to be connected, that's okay. You can be. We're all connected, okay? We're all connected anyway. But sometimes I envision like a cord that cuts, the negative cord, and then do an exchange of breathing in like pink loving light from my heart and extending it out to their heart and back and forth. So it establishes a loving connection that's unconditional no matter what, and that could be with anyone. You can also, another thing you can do for someone is pray for them and their happiness, because if they're attacking you in this way, chances are they're not very happy, and we're no better than them, okay? Because sometimes it's us that are being these people. We don't realize we're monsters, but we can be, right? Or sometimes we do realize we're monsters. I've been a monster, okay? I've been the vampire. So just one thing that you can do is send this person the most loving energy and light, and just envision white, divine, loving white light healing this person and sending this person love and see them smiling and see them happy and fulfilled and just content. Because that's what I want for me, right? So you can pray that this person has the same peace and happiness that you want for yourself. And there's no lack to that. There's an abundance of that. That person can be happy and I can be happy, right? And we can both be happy. We can both be filled on the inside. Feel free. Feel the love. Feel your body healing and the energy shift when you're around positive, healthy, happy people. You can also leave the vicinity. I keep getting these other things that are coming through. You can leave. You don't have to. If you start to feel like crap and you feel like you're stuck, you're never stuck. There is a way out. Say, God, show me the way out of this situation, and take the guidance you get, because it's not good to be in a situation that's negative. And do the cutting of cords and you'll see miraculous results. Okay. All right. I'm sending you so much love and energy, and I love you. And I'm seeing you all very happy and free and cleared and shielded and safe. Okay. Bye. Always in my heart.